Dougal, first you come into my barracks. Then you show off with moves like that. Who do you think you are? They weren't exactly mine, per se. Do not be so humble, Dougal. If I know anything, it is that anyone with that kind of skill has been training for at least a decade, if not more. How'd you know that? Because I've seen that fighting style before. It is the forbidden style of Luco, a tribe in the far southern reaches of the mountain steppes. I can't say I've ever been there before, or even heard of the name. They have always been an isolated people, but I'm familiar with most forms of martial arts from my training with the master in Cardarash. Stop spouting gibberish! I don't care about looky hair and cardamom, just tell me what's going on. The Ferens of Luco are guardians of an ancient style that goes back hundreds of years. They are pariahs in the greater Feren populace, and have often been hunted down if they set foot inside the Empire. Hunted down? That sounds like... The style is forbidden for good reason, namely that it was used by the followers of the Blazing Lord, who was said to be an unparalleled swordsman during the Great War. Why isn't space working? Oh, it is now. Okay, whatever. Blazing Lord? What war are you referring to? As you humans call it, the Goddess War. Wait, don't tell me that Lord was the bloody Demon King! Listen, I have no idea what you're talking about. How could you have no idea? I just saw you use it right now. I mean... Again, space isn't working. What's wrong? Oh, fuck's sake, we use mouse. Dougal, I know you don't remember anything, but you have to think of something quick. Evil, evil. We're only still 34. What do we get after this? What's so bad about it? 35, fucking hell. What if it is? Why is it so bad if I know something like that? Of course it's bad. You could be dangerous to everyone in town. Dangerous? Don't make me laugh. Too late. This is not a laughing matter. Many people have died from rogue practitioners who decided to put their skills to use as assassins. Do I look like I could assassinate someone to save my life? I mean, what kind of person does that kind of stuff? A spy, for one. I told you to stop it already with that spy business. If I was a spy, I probably would have kept the fact that I can do this a little more secret. Maybe that's your cover. Cover? Really now? That's so old hat. Like a spy could hide out in the open like that without anyone noticing. I will get to the bottom of this eventually. I will not let the practitioner of an art run around unimpeded. Is it really that strong? Yes, it is quite possibly the strongest martial art ever created by mortal hands. Any one of its techniques can be deadly if used by a trained warrior. Whoa, I know that? Stop taunting me, you're obviously here for a reason. You wish to challenge me in a duel. A duel? I never said... So it is settled then. Tomorrow at high noon we shall have our battle. The victor will be named Crowned King of Fighters. Wait just a blasted minute, I never had any say into this. Of course not, the power of his style far exceeds your own. What? That's ridiculous, he barely even picked up a sword and now you're telling me... What I witness cannot be denied. I must know if he is the one. The one? The one that can finally best me on the field of battle. Alright, we got a choice again. And I want to pick the no, I'm a scaredy cat. But I feel he's not going to accept that. I don't think this is a good idea. At all. I just came here to train. Training? Preposterous. The idea of you needing training is beyond me. You're already a full-fledged warrior and I must gauge your capabilities. But why do you feel the need to do that? I need to know if there are still people in this world who are not cowards, please. Allow this old man the honor of a duel. Fine, I guess, but don't think I'll put much up of a fight. You underestimate yourself. I believe that you will show your true strength while under pressure. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Very good. Remember, tomorrow at high noon at the barracks. Or else. Great, more problems. Well, I suppose you don't need any more training then. I should probably leave you to prepare for tomorrow. Right, prepare. As if I had enough time to do that. Well, you'd better or you regret. Bustle suddenly goes silent for a moment. Huh? Sanctum to Basel? Anyone home? Oh, you're right. It trained so hard I forgot how to use the outhouse. Gotta go. Come on, Alec. There are so many weird things going on around her. Christ, I do apologise for the coughing. The phlegm in my neck is incredible at the moment. This man seems to have a few screws loose in the old noggin. Screw loose is barely on. It's being attached by one very loose screw, basically. Well, there's no helping it when you've sustained a few too many blows to the head, I guess. We should probably go to see if there are any jobs left so our time today isn't a total waste. Good idea. So is someone going to see me fighting and go, oh, you're this guy! Or something? Maybe? God knows. In the afternoon, oh, thank God for that, finally. Good music. The square... So, it's Khemka's turn now. Okay, the square doesn't seem to be as bustling. Heading over to the job board, I notice an unusual sight. Nera, of all people, seems to be jumping up and down, trying to stick a piece of paper on it. But she can't reach the top. I wanted to put it on top. What seems to be the problem? Huh, it's Dougal! I just wanted to put this job up for someone. Are you trying to put it in the alchemist section? Uh-huh, but you're probably too busy to help me. Well, it wouldn't hurt to make some extra spending money. Wow, really? I'll give you all my allowance if you can make me a special necklace. A necklace? Why would you want that? Here, look! She holds out what appears to be a crystal of Etherion. It shines with the dazzling shade of red when she opens her palms, as if it had already been charged. I was out exploring and I found one of these, so I thought that if I made it into a necklace, it would scare the monster away. Huh. Are there a lot of those crystals around here? Yeah, but Dad says they're too small to be useful. I found lots of tiny ones digging in the forest, but this one is the biggest so far. I take the piece from her hand, examining it. It looks more like a shard to me. One of its edges is perfectly straight, as if it was once a piece of something much larger. Interesting, to say the least. You usually don't find highly charged Etherion just lying around above ground. Especially fire Etherion in a frozen wasteland. Right, well, someone either dropped it or put it there. It's got to be one of the two. But if they're everywhere, then whatever it came from must have been awfully big. Well, there's only one thing that needs an extra large piece of Etherion. That's right, an airship. Do you think an airship might have jettisoned its core nearby? Who are you talking to, and what's a jettison? Oh, my imaginary friend. Wow. That's not too, you know, Master Evil Overlord kind of way, is it? Your imaginary friend is named Jettison. Actually, he's named Isaac and he's a familiar. So you can talk to a familiar? No, maybe. Oh, okay, could you just not tell anyone about this? Sure thing. We're fucked. Well, there is always the possibility that an airship might have attempted to crash land in the ocean, but you are forgetting a crucial fact. This is Fire Etherion, and all ships use a wind core to provide lift. Yes, well, I suppose that does make sense. It is to do with speed. What use would a fire core be, then? For weapons? Oh, power generation. Ah, how dull! Most likely. It would make a splendid replacement to an airship's main engine, but having two cores in one ship would be prohibitively expensive. After all, a core that size tends to cost as much as an entire ship. That means no Imperial airships would have a fire core in them. This mystery just gets deeper and deeper. Well, that's assuming it came from an airship at all. Care to tell me where else it could have come from? How should I know? Are you done talking to yourself? Oh, right, I'll help you make your necklace. We should probably head over to Kai. He might have a spare chain you can use. Yay, let's go. Like, the money it's going to be for is like 2 or 3, isn't it? It's going to be something rubbish. With Nera tagging along behind me, we head to Kai's stall. Oh god, Kai, I just remembered who this was. However, there seems to be a big commotion blocking the path. I push through the crowd to find Kai's odds and ends strewn all over the sidewalk. It seems that the vase had been unceremoniously broken over the head of the man who lies groaning in the street. Alright everyone, move along, of course, unless you're planning to buy a commemorative medal for this just occasion, only 50 meta each. Kai, what's going on here? Oh, Dougal, can you believe it? A legendary hero who's just graced us with his presence. A hero? Nera begins, walking over to the sketchy-looking man on the ground, but I pull her away. This ruffian wasn't happy with my service and wanted to steal things from my store. But everyone knows you don't steal from Kai and get away with it. So hang on. This isn't even eye for an eye, is it? You try and steal something, and you're allowed to smash him over the head with it. It seems rather lethal. Did you stop him, or...? No, it was the hero. He came out of nowhere, leaping over the rooftops, and used one of my vases as a deadly weapon. I made him pay up afterwards, of course. What did he look like? Look like? Well, he had this massive suit of armour, so I couldn't actually see his face, but he did drop this. Kai hands over a strange calling card, one I distinctly remember seeing before. No way. Well, that's certainly the hallmark of the Golden Knight. Who is this guy anyway? Is he a member of the town guard, or...? Ha! The only way someone could be that big if it was Torrin himself. Torrin himself? Wait, was it that the guard said earlier about Torrin single-handedly fighting off those bandits? Interesting indeed. That means it's not. It's never the first guess in the visual novels. Wait, do you really think it's him? No, we'll need more evidence than just that to narrow it down, but he certainly seems like the best candidate. Well, I don't remember seeing any horns on him, though I might be wrong. It's not as if I had time to get a good look. He didn't have any horns, huh? Well, I think there might be one other person who fits that description around here. Well, if you find out who you think it is, I'd love to know. I have a hunch. Come on, Dougal, what about my necklace? Well, I guess that will have to wait until later. Kai, do you sell necklaces? As a matter of fact, I do. They're always in demand, so I keep a few around. Yeah, can I have it? Can I have it? Your friend here has got to pay up first. I'll make a special deal and only charge you 10 meta for it. Alright, here you go. I hand over the meta and take the necklace from him. However, it doesn't seem to have any kind of locket where I could put the stone. All it consists of is a long silver chain. Do you have a necklace with a locket? Nope, sorry, that's the only type I carry. Then can I... The first rule of buying from Kai is no refunds. Again, there must be some sort of authority or a ruling body who has to say that this isn't the case. Oh, Jesus. I guess we'll have to find a way to put a locket on this thing. What about the blacksmith? Do you really think they would work on something that small? It's worth a shot, right? Yeah, I figure we might as well. Come on, Nira, let's go. We're going to run to her again, aren't we? When you arrive at the blacksmith's shop, Edward seems to be hard at work at his forge. The sparks fly from his hammer and land on the floor in a glowing shower as he bangs a long piece of metal into shape. Noticing us, he puts the sword back on the heats and stands up, wiping sweat from his brow. Oh, it's you again. What do you want now? Wait, don't tell me this is your kid. Of course not. Look, all I wanted to know is whether you make jewellery. Does it look like I make jewellery? No, I specialise in weapons. If you want the more delicate stuff, ask my sister. Not that she's delicate, mind you. I felt that would be the case. Oh, well, where exactly is she? How the bloody hell should I know? She said that she wasn't feeling well and that she was going for a walk outside the town. I really have to get a better smokestack for this place. This doesn't bode well. I seem to recall her saying that her familiar was going out of control. You don't think that her familiar... Nah, there's no use postulating about it unless we find out and go. The other way around, even. You're right, come on, Nero, we've got to go. How, where are we going? She probably went to the southern forest. It's past the farm a bit. She likes to take walks there to clear her mind. Yay, we're going to the forest. God, I'm going to leave you there if you keep on like this. Look, just stick close to me, all right? Okay. Why do I have the feeling this will turn out badly? It's because it will turn out badly. We walked past our previous meeting place and towards the farm. The place we're looking for should be past here. So you may not have heard that in the game audio, but that was a ear-piercing roar. Whoa. What in the world? That sounded like it came from the farm. Was it the monster? There's only one way to find out. Upon arriving at the farm, I find Khemka standing by the fence watching something from afar. She notices me, turning with surprise. Oh, you heard it too? Yeah, do you know what's going on here? Maybe it's better if you just see for yourself. Nero and I walk closer to the fence and I see a strange scene going on in the middle of the field. Dirk is barging his fist in a battle against a tremendous beast. Oh my god. So, do you think you could just waltz right in here again and try to eat our cattle, huh? Well, this time I'm ready for you, you overgrown lizard. Dougal, that's not a saber cat, that's a Felkrig. You've got to be kidding me. Wow, it's so big. I've never seen one this far from Terran territory. I ain't scared. I'm gonna knock your block off and then tear off those wings of yours. You're definitely not, mate. Dirk punches it, causing it to stagger backwards, but it snaps his jaws at him. For some reason, I don't think this fight will end in his favour. Hey, Dirk! What, can't you see I'm busy right now? Suddenly, I notice someone else running out from the woods nearby. It's none other than Cerise, who looks a little more than a little flustered. Hurry up, Dougal, you've got to help! Wait, just calm down. Did you see the monster? Monster? That's my familiar! Your familiar? You mean that's Nibbles? Well, I might not have been completely forthcoming about his size, but yeah, I was going for a walk when he just pulled himself out of the infinitum and to try and get some more food. If she loses control of her familiar, it'll be bad news. If it decides to run away and the connection between their mind frays, she'll be in mortal danger. Well, what am I supposed to do? Find someone with a lot of meat so I can feed it to him. I'll try and keep him at bay for now, but I'm not sure if I can hold him much longer. Nira, can you stay with Khemka while I go and help? Sure thing. You seem surprisingly fucking smiley. Wait a minute, Dougal. You cannot mean that I must take care of... Can you just let me pull on your tail some more, please? Absolutely not. Yay. Wait, hold on. Stop it this right instant. I've got no time for the head jinx. There isn't a moment to lose while Dirk is trying to fight that thing. I quickly leave the area in search of some food to give the rampaging familiar. I run back into town trying to think of who to ask. Suddenly I realise that Jeffrey's a cook. He must have some extra meat lying around. Must he, though? Oh, God, this is going to go so badly.